The body is generally recognised as having 7 senses: visual, auditory, tactile, olfactory, gustatory, vestibular, and proprioceptive, that provide the body's interface with the physical environment. Each sense has special sensory receptors that act to transduce the physical stimuli, for example light, vibration or pressure, into electrical signals that can be processed by the brain. The olfactory and gustatory senses are the only 2 senses that have a direct relationship with the chemical properties of the substances being sensed. The somatosensory cortex area of the brain, located between the frontal and parietal lobes, processes touch, temperature and pain signals from the specialised nerve ending, supporting the body's ability to react quickly to danger. The body's response is hastened by the signals from the specialised nerve endings travelling directly to the spinal cord via the somatic nerves. When the sensory receptors transduce the physical sense into electrical signals, those electrical signals are coded so the format of the neural impulses allow them to be labelled and organised for processing by the brain. Naive realism is the belief that our brain's interpretation of these signals is a true and accurate reflection of our environment, unaltered by perception or perspective. Our perception is the brain's interpretation of the physical environment through the coded neural impulses sent to it by each of the 7 senses. Interpretation can occur through 2 broad methods: top-down or bottom-up. Top-down processing refers to the use of higher-level knowledge, experience and memory to interpret stimuli. This form of processing is typically used when the information is familiar and not overly complex. Bottom-up processing is the aggregation of multiple sensory inputs to create a perceptual experience through influencing higher-level processes. Bottom-up processing is typically used when information is unfamiliar and complex. The absolute threshold is the smallest amount of sensory input an individual can detect. The difference threshold is the smallest amount of difference between 2 stimuli that an individual can detect. Weber's law states that an individual's difference threshold depends on the type of sensory input and the individual's sensitivity. The method of limits method of analysis involves incrementing or decrementing the intensity of a stimulus in discrete steps until the participant can respectively no longer detect or initially detect it. The method of adjustment allows the participant to control the level of applied stimulus, and the method of constant stimuli involves multiple stimuli being presented to the participant in random order, with the threshold being determined by the level of stimulus detected at least 50% of the time.